This HR online system has 3 levels of password protected access. What you're looking at is the employee access page, which has 4 key variables. The first is in the upper left hand corner. You can see the employee handbook, which is a 40-50 page document which provides your organization with some legal protection, and this is our standard handbook that is provided with the software that's been utilized by hundreds of companies. The second key element of this system is for new hires. As you can see by the box in the middle of the screen, this particular company has employees in 6 states. Each state requires different forms and paperwork. When an employee would download any one of these packets, they'd have the 9-page document they need to complete for employment. This particular company also utilizes our standard confidentiality agreement. So those are 2 of the key components: the employee handbook, the new hire forms. The third would be the access to payroll information, which you can see the pay stub access towards the top of the page. And then final component of value for someone who's managing the HR pieces is the benefits information. I'm clicking on the health insurance button on the far left, and you can see that this particular company uses United, and all the forms that an employee might need to submit a claim are listed, as well as the advisor. In this case, it's Kevin Casey, and then their contact information for United. So this is that's the crux of the employee access page, which could be linked to from your site or ours. Supervisor access is a number of best practices and tools. The first button relates to hiring. The Complete Hiring Resource Guide is a multi-page document that we put together over the last 20 years. Best practices in that area, as well as some sample job descriptions on this page. For new hires, some best practices for first day orientation, as well as information to submit for new hire to authorize payment of wages. Employee development, third component, workplace sensitivity, another opportunity to protect the organization, making sure that anybody who manages people has read this information and taken the appropriate quiz. Other articles that would benefit anybody to read who manages people. Finally, termination. Every state has different guidelines. You see the guidelines for Georgia and Kansas on this page, and the ability to submit payroll information by the supervisor as well. Final component of the site, third level of access for the owners or their designees, the ability to customize the site for their employees and their organization. Everybody has a different need for non-compete and confidentiality agreements versus safety quiz or performance reviews. So very easy to customize. There are some org development tools here, from validating the vision to working through the organization through issues such as internal anonymous surveys, core values related to measurement, and ultimately succession planning. But really the key to this site is the ability to customize. And if you'll take a look at the company handbook towards the middle of the page, it says approved. We saw that when we were there. We're going to click on none. Also going to go down to the confidentiality agreement, click on none, move back to the employee access page where we started, and you'll see they're gone. The handbook's removed from the upper left hand corner, and the confidentiality agreement is removed from the new hire forms. We can go back to the leadership page, click approved under company handbook, and it would return to where it was, as well as the confidentiality agreement. Clicking approved returns to where it was. Go back to the employee access page, and you can see it's back. This is the HR online system that we've developed, and we think that someone in your organization is handling all of this paper, and the key is to enable your organization to have an online distribution of all of this information, and to have the assistance in remaining compliant with myriad of regulations that continue to come at small business.